Hi Aquarius, welcome. This is for Aquarius, all placements. But if you find yourself here, there's definitely a message for you, okay? If you were guided to this, if you just had to click on it, there is something here for you. Yes, yes, and yes. Let's get it. So this is a part of the full circle moment readings that we've been doing, where we've been labeling the numbers from, it was from June 14th download, right? So this is actually number 10. So there's some kind of completion, good fortune coming in. There's also a new beginning that's coming in, but you have to trust it, okay? Irostamala. And we're just getting to the download. And let me just put the date in so that we know that it's today. And we're checking this off with the green check mark. So there's this energy of like, you really understanding that you're going through this massive transformation. And we said a while back that I believe now we're going into month 6, okay, of the 8 months of transformation. So we're now in month 6, okay? And the date that I'm recording this is on the 16th, July 16th, okay? Which might be significant down the road. But also there's this energy of 7 coming in as well. So there's a lot of divine mandates that are being met. There's also a lot of your connection to spirit is getting stronger. So you're able to know like, okay, this is a warning. This is not good for me. Okay, this is good for me. This is suggested, just by the signs that you're seeing. If you start going towards a place and you start seeing, shields, so you start seeing a sheriff cars, police cars, ambulances, fire trucks, then either what you're thinking is something that you need to reverse remix, okay, or how you're feeling, you need to reverse remix it, and you got to raise the vibration, or where you're headed, they're saying turn around, okay, this is not the direction, you're off path, you're not on the train anymore. And spirit says I need you to be on board, and on board means you are leading with your heart, not with fear, and you're also not allowing others to lead you off your path, okay? Distractions, karmics, this kind of a thing coming through. So okay, so spirit says he wants me to go through the cards first, so let's do that. We're picking 3. I love it. It's 12:15. So this energy, the 15 of 3, okay, because 3 times 5 is 15. So you're manifesting change. You're manifesting the ability to surrender to change. You're manifesting alignment. You're manifesting a stronger intuition. Okay, I feel like these are coming from passed on loved ones that passed on this lifetime as well. So there might be something here. I'm seeing butterflies. There's definitely a veteran energy coming through as well. Okay, and they want me to tell you are made for this. Never alone. My bond with God and the angels is a flame that illuminates my heart. Regardless of the darkness around me, this bond is the foundation of my inner strength. It allows me to go on having faith that all things will fall into divine order for my greatest benefit. I ask the universe for guidance, knowing I will always receive its help and protection. Today the sun will rise and shine for me, and I am never alone. Okay, so it's this energy, for transmission 10, the word is dwell. Okay, so when you are feeling that you are all alone, you are not dwelling in the place of your heart. Okay, and so spirit says open up and receive the power that you are. All right, and that receiving is going to help you to transmute that negative energy, so that way you can feel your spirit and you can know that you are not alone. Also, there's this energy coming through of flowers and being in nature, especially in that card, but also we have this that we drew. I don't know what date it was on, but it says, my ability to receive increases exponentially every day. My ability to receive increases exponentially every day. My ability to receive increases exponentially every day. And Spirit says, I know what thy needeth already, but open to receive. All right, so the open to receive mudra, like the arms like that, is open to receive with your hands like out and then your arms up. It's similar to the Sun card in the Light Seers deck, which he wants me to show you. So we're just gonna find it. Hold on. It might even just come out if we just shuffle. Yeah, and so there's also this energy of don't be afraid to ask for what you want, okay? If you wanted to do this as a pick a card reading, you can. I'm getting that energy coming through, 1, 2, or 3, but the intention wasn't necessarily for a pick a card, so all of this information might resonate with you, okay? Also, 1123 might mean something to you. It's this energy of divine justice coming through. Also to return your confidence to you. All right. So wherever you were giving up your power, okay, wherever you were putting other people on a pedestal, yeah, you're going to be taking that back. So here goes the 10. I love it. Here goes the 10, right? So you transmuting anything that's keeping you from trusting spirit, keeping you from standing in your power, keeping you from moving forward. You removing that out of your mind, body, spirit, and life. Yeah. Yeah, okay. So the number 19, so this is so funny because 19 has been riding a lot in the readings, and it's this energy of open to the power that you truly are, which is sun energy, which is sunlight, it is abundance, it's happiness, it's joy, okay? The power that you truly are. And so John 15:4-7 reads, dwell in me and I dwell in you. Just as no branch can bear fruit of itself without abiding in the vine, neither can you bear fruit unless you abide in me. So it's this, again, this collaboration energy that's coming in, letting you know you're not alone. I'm here with you every step of the way. So the Footprints poem is also coming to mind as well. And to know that we are one and the same. And when you feel like you are not, it's time to do integration work. It's time to do grounding work, okay? It's time to be in nature. It's time to start saying those affirmations of power, of integrity. It's time to claim your power back, okay? Yes, yes, and yes. So, Master of my life, I dedicate my strength to divine within me, aligning myself with the true sovereign of my life. My ego steps aside as I listen to my inner voice and act in accordance with the truth I hear. In this way, I become the master of my life. I live in abiding humility, grace, and love for the glory of God. This is powerful. So, dwell in me and I will dwell in you means live in me and I will live in you, right? I am the master of my life. I am the master of my life. Live in me and I will live in you. So it's this beautiful energy of understanding that the God within you is the master within, right? And you really opening up to receive that energy. You really opening up and understanding that being one with God means that you live in abiding humility. You live in grace. You live in love for the highest and greatest good of all. And this energy, you're worthy and deserving of receiving it too. It's not separate from you. It is you. Okay, so whenever you're feeling like it's separate from you, you know that your ego, your solar plexus is getting imbalanced, and it's time to do some crunches. It's time, to do some bridges. It's time to do some knee-ups. It's time to walk. It's time to start eating things that are yellow. It's time to listen to the solar plexus singing bowl. All right, it's time to start singing Ram or writing Ram. It's time to balance out that energy, right? Yes, and it's time for you to go on that beautiful adventure of life, but doing it aware, alert, and just being very awake, right? Conscious of it. Yeah. Releasing the fear of betrayal. Also, when your ego has the reins, then you're confused, right? And it's like I walk away from confusion and uncertainty, and I go into the place of joy. So there's this energy of the fairies coming in to help you go into that joy. So if you look here, there's trees and stuff, and then there's this energy of the back of your solar plexus fully like expanding into this fairy, all right, where this transformation is happening, and you are allowing you to be transformed by the light of God, by the light of love, by the light of source, by the light of you. Okay, yeah, so beautiful. Irotit nama. Yeah, it's very powerful. It's so beautiful. Okay, and so we get to this last one. I'm gonna let you know. So the other places in the Bible where it mentions dwelling or something about dwell are Job 24:16, Matthew 16:19, Matthew 6:20. Okay, and then there's God dwells in light, 1 Timothy 6:16, 1 John 1:7. In heaven, Psalms 123, chapter 1. In his church, Psalms 9, chapter 9, verse 11. 1 John, chapter 4, verse 12. Christ dwelt on earth in the days of his humiliation. John, chapter 1:14. He now dwells in the hearts of his people. Ephesians, chapter 3, verse 17 through 19. The Holy Spirit dwells in believers. 1 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 16. 2 Tim chapter 1, verse 14. We are the exhorted to let the word of God dwell in us richly. I think it's Colossians chapter 3, 16. I might be saying that incorrectly, okay? Psalms chapter 119, verse 11. Dwell deep occurs in Jeremiah chapter 49, verse 8, and refers to the custom of seeking refuge from impending danger and retiring to the recesses of the rocks in the caverns or remote places in the desert. And so what this is leading me to is return to your inner temple. Rather than when things are getting hot and heavy, you return to addiction, you return to doubt, you return to fear, you return to your old life, you return to your old partner, you ask for the old job back. Rather than do that, return to the inner temple. And when you return to your inner temple, you return to the home of God, to the kingdom of God, into your heart space, and you trust. And you have faith, and you pray for strength and courage to move forward. You pray for the eyes to see, the heart to feel, and the mind to know. You pray for serenity. You pray for tranquility. You pray for grounding. You pray for love. You pray for whatever it is that you need, okay, for you to stay on your path of your highest light, especially when you're in the in-between, okay, when you are raising from one vibration into another, okay. Today, I rediscover my inner self, my sacred silence. This is the inner temple which I am able to calmly study the lessons of life, the lessons life has provided me. Here, I regain my sense of tranquility. I retrieve my trust in the universe, bathed in the light of my inner temple. I now remember the value of each and every step of my life. Okay, so this is also this energy of gratitude coming through, and you being thankful for the lesson. Okay, you being thankful for what it taught you, you being thankful for what it showed you. Look at that. Powerful, powerful. And we come into this energy. So you come into the energy of the 10 of Cups, this emotional fulfillment. You come into the energy of balance, which is also 16. So I almost feel like it's this, you turning back to the temple, you coming back into love, and you saying, you know, I'm grateful that this is happening. I may not understand why yet, but I am grateful that I will soon understand. I will still soon see this blessing. I will soon see my wish fulfilled. I will soon see my healing. You know, whatever that is for you, okay? And I feel like you're going to see it, and it's going to be an unexpected blessing that's going to come in, and it's going to be better than what you thought it would be, all right? All because you are putting your heart first, and you are not turning back to the lions. You are not turning back to the darkness. You're keeping your eye on the light, on love, of faith. If you need your faith to be strengthened, ask, please strengthen my faith. You know, say, I am strong in faith. You know, all things are possible through Christ, which strengthens me. And it's the energy of the sun that is strengthened through you, the energy of joy and happiness. So where does your joy and happiness lead you? That is your strength. Okay? And here you go. It's going to lead you to, one, there's some kind of there's some kind of healing from abandonment that I just heard that is going to increase your abundance, your prosperity, because now you're going to feel worthy. So there's some kind of abandonment that was going on, a wound that made you not feel worthy, and you probably kept attracting people that didn't make you feel worthy and abandoned you in some way, shape, or form. Okay. Now, for severe cases, if someone doesn't respond to you, right, in like a text message, or doesn't call you back, and you go through like severe anxiety of feeling worthless, of feeling not wanted, not loved, that's a clue, okay, into you that you're suffering from an abandonment wound, and that soon you are going to be receiving help to release that, all right, to step into that and to say, no, I'm not going to give my power to that anymore. I am loved. I am wanted. And just because someone didn't respond to me when I wanted them to, or when I thought they should have, does not mean that, one, they don't love me. Does not mean that I am worthless. Does not mean I'm insignificant, right? So it's like you taking your power back from what fear made you think you were. You taking your power back from what trauma made you think you were, and you seeing yourself as you truly are, this love, this joy, okay, this power, this peace, this beauty, this grace, and it all turning into you seeing how abundant you are within, and then that abundance coming to you in the physical through your manifestations and wish fulfillments, all right? All because you decided to turn within and purify your thoughts, purify your emotions. You see that you're the master of your life, and you walking away from things that make you feel insignificant, but you going on that journey, okay? That journey of saying, I no longer will allow myself to be limited by the beliefs of yesterday, by the beliefs of my past, by the beliefs of, you know, my wounded soldier, okay? Yeah, very powerful energy. And with that, victory. I was going to say that's the end. And there it is. Victory. All right, some kind of recognition coming into you, victory coming into you, some kind of rewards coming into you. All right. Yes. Say thank you before you've received it. And that will keep you in the best vibration possible. That will keep you in these open arms. You see? Open. Okay? Open. Powerful. Thank you so very much. If you guys enjoyed that, if it resonated with you in any way, shape, or form, go ahead and hit the like button. If you're feeling called to, guided to, go ahead and hit subscribe. I would appreciate that very much, and that would be super awesome. But if not, that's okay. If this is the last time that you guys, watch one of my videos, that's okay too. I would love to hear where you're from, so go ahead and put that in the comments, as well as any synchronicities that hit for you if you're going through this right now. If you've gotten through it right now, any words of inspiration, anything that is coming to you, because I also feel that this might be a time where, like, if there's affirmations you want to share, if there's poems that you've written, or just any downloads that you receive that might help other people, stay on the path of light, especially when you're kind of being tested, especially when you're going through the process of transmutation and transformation. It could be pretty tough, when you are really saying goodbye to suffering, saying goodbye to pain. It could be tough, but if you have people there that are supporting you, that you know others are going through it, that others are getting through it, and that others have gotten through it, then it just helps you to just stay the course, right? It helps you to keep that heart light open and on. Yes, yes, and yes. So that would be awesome as well. Thank you guys so very much. I appreciate you. Namaste.